Welcome to the Merle on the Move podcast. This is Merle on the Move. I'm live here in the studio, so welcome. I'm going to welcome everybody to the program. Got some stuff I'm going to talk about today. A lot of things going on in the world, and the weather's crazy out there here in the Midwest, especially here in the Iowa area. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Plus, I'm going to talk about these NFL playoffs all over social media. At least on my page, everybody's talking about the playoffs. Everybody's mad about the Cowboys losing last week because I said they was going to lose last week, and they did. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm gonna talk about the games that happened today because this is Saturday. So talk about the Green Bay Packers, the San Francisco 49ers. Also talk about the early game was Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. So I'll go over all those scores here in a minute. Plus I'll go over today's hot topics, Blue Faces in jail. I go over I don't know why you're gonna talk about that, but I'm gonna go over that. A few other movies, TV shows. This Jodie Foster, she's got a great show on what is it on? I forget what streaming network it's on, but she got a new show on. I'll talk about that here in a little bit too. True Detective is what it's called. I think it's HBO. I think something like that. But it's great, and yeah. So we're gonna talk about that. Talk about the Lakers a little bit because they disappoint me. They dropped out of 10th place, but yeah. Talk about that, and yeah, going on in politics. Talk about this New Hampshire, Trump, Haley. I don't think DeSantis got a chance. The Trayvon Martin movie coming out. Ava DuVernay is dropping a documentary. I think it's like a documentary about Trayvon Martin, the kid that was killed in Florida. What is that? It's the guy George Zimmerman. He's the guy that killed Trayvon Martin, 14-year-old kid, walking through a neighborhood uh, on his way home from getting some stuff from the corner store, some Skittles, some the tea. Shot him unarmed young kid. So it's just a documentary coming out about that. It's kind of controversial. So yeah, I seen somebody that I'm very close to. I grew up. I'm gonna talk about that too. A family member that grew up with accepted us. I accepted a friend invite and went on his page, and wow, the political views of this person is very disappointing. You know what I mean? And your views don't have to be my views, but just to notice, you know how you see a person a certain kind of way, or view a person a certain kind of way, and you think that you know them, at least the aura of you might not want the deep dark, in and outs of the person, but you think you know the person, right? And then you come to find out, like, wow, that's how you really think. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit too. I'm gonna touch on that. I'm sure somebody out there that listen to the show knows someone like that, right? Also, not only that, I'm gonna talk about this Nikki Haley, Donald Trump situation because, like I said, I don't think DeSantis is gonna have anything to do with it. Also, on low key, the United States has been bombing, having airstrikes on different countries, and different countries have been attacking U.S. interests. So I'm gonna talk about that some. And it's another topic I want to touch on that's kind of not so serious. I don't remember what it was right now. The weather's got everybody messed up. So, but I may figure out what it was here in a minute. But anyway, so this is Merle on the Move. I'm gonna take a small pause, station identification, because I got a lot of streaming networks and different shows that's participating with the Merle on the Move radio show here. So I appreciate that. So just pause for a minute. Be right back. You listen to Merle on the Move. Okay, I'm back. Yo, this is Merle on the Move. So yeah, one of the things I remember now, I took that little small pause. What I wanted to talk about I was talking about Yo Gotti. Because last week I talked about his brother, Big Joe, got murdered, right? Okay. So I got some information. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna share on that. Yo Gotti is a 4-2 Doug concert, and Yo Gotti came out and he didn't address it, but he spoke. So I'm gonna get in that here in a minute too. But anyway, before that, I'm gonna go over sports. Shout out Iowa State basketball. Iowa State beat TCU. And TCU is right now, I think, ranked 19th in the nation. I believe I can check that real quick too. I could pull it up on my should check pull up here on ESPN real quick. I think I ESPN pulled up here. I believe they are. Shout out to Iowa State for winning it. They won by one game, so I'm very impressed with that. Yeah, Iowa State did win. They won that game 78-79. And for them beating TCU, I think they rate Iowa State is ranked 24. That should bring them up because they're in the same conference. So anyway, shout out to Iowa State. Uh, I can't wait for Big 12. I'm not Big 12. The March Madness. Big 12 conference, Iowa State. That's my team. I like Iowa State basketball. Speaking of Big 12 and Iowa State, Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy put on a good performance today. San Francisco. I was on the fence. I didn't really root for San Francisco because they're in the Rams conference. That's the NFC West, and the Rams are in the NFC West. But I guess I kind of could because that's my conference. I guess I could kind of root for the 49ers, but I feel uncomfortable because I'm not a Packers fan at all. But shout out to my man Nate. I know that's his team. I know you gave a good effort, but you're sitting on the sideline. Y'all gone fishing just like the Rams right now. So, but shout out for your team giving a good effort. Y'all made it farther than us. You wasn't expecting it. Shout out Green Bay for making it. Not my team. Y'all knocked off Dallas, so hats off to you. And I seen this meme. It's a meme on social media about the Cowboys. And it says that every year the Cowboys fans say this is their year. And they beat a couple teams that ain't got good records, and they start talking about we them boys, right? And then the playoffs come along, and y'all start talking about y'all going to the Super Bowl. Every year y'all say this, and then y'all make it, and possibly y'all barely make it to the playoffs, but if you make it to the playoffs, y'all think we going to the Super Bowl. Y'all can't stop talking, and then y'all lose every year, and then y'all say the same thing every year. Y'all don't do nothing. Y'all don't change nothing. See, the definition of insanity is you do the same thing and expect different results. That's insanity. You got to change something. And the problem is Jerry Jones is the problem. And ain't the players, you change the quarterbacks, you change the players all the time. You ain't won in 29 years. You ain't won a Super Bowl in 29 years. The factor is Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones came in as the owner. You had a great coach, Jimmy Johnson. You won Super Bowls. Jerry Jones wanted to take all the credit, so he get rid of Jimmy. He brings his homeboy, Barry Switzer. Y'all win a Super Bowl, so he think he got it. Then y'all lose the players. And since then, you ain't putting nothing together. Since then, you have not put nothing together, and it's because of you, Jerry. You need to let go. Sell the team or something, man. You ain't going to sell the team, but I don't know, your sons ain't going to do nothing either, so they going to do the same thing you doing. Cowboys every year. I said this last year, and I expected the Cowboys to win. I expected the Dallas Cowboys to win that game, and they didn't. I didn't want them to win. Never. But I expected them to win. Y'all was the favorites. Michael Parsons didn't show up. No running game. Dak didn't play too bad. The coaching wasn't great. But y'all lost. Green Bay put it on you. They wanted. They was hungry. Y'all thought y'all was going to win at home, and y'all lost. Shout out to Green Bay. Green Bay won that game. So anyway, that being said, today Green Bay lost to the 49ers. Shout out to them. I would like to see the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. That happened before. I believe Baltimore is going to win. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. He's going to win the MVP. He's going to be the NFL MVP this year, second time, and he's going to win a Super Bowl. I believe he's earned it. He's got the swag. He's got the work ethic. He held out for his money. He got the contract that he wanted, and he's going to get more money because he's still young. He that dude. They said he wasn't a throwing quarterback. He was a running quarterback. He is a throwing quarterback and a running quarterback. He can do it all. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. But yeah, so Kansas, it could be Kansas City. I don't think Kansas City can beat Baltimore. So tomorrow you got two more games. You got Kansas City playing Buffalo. Kansas City for the first time, Pat Mahomes got to go play away game in the playoffs. He's going to Buffalo. Ain't worried about the cold because the cold in Kansas City. But I don't know. It's gonna be a great game. I'm watch that game. I think Kansas City gonna lose. But they might win. I hope they win. I hope Kansas City win. I hope Kansas City play Baltimore and Baltimore go on and knock off Pat. I'm not a Kansas City fan. Not. Don't hate him. Not a Pat Mahomes, not a Kansas City fan. All right. Anyway, so that happened tomorrow. Also, you got the Lions. Shout out Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions playing tomorrow. They're playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's in Detroit. I think Detroit gonna win. I do. I really think Detroit's gonna win, and they're gonna play San Francisco, and San Francisco gonna beat them. That's what I believe. What would it be if we had Detroit and a Detroit Lions and a Buffalo Bills Super Bowl? Who's watching that? Who's watching the Lions and the Bills in the Super Bowl? Nobody's watching that. I don't know, maybe because Detroit made it. I guess there'd be some people watch that game. I ain't gonna hate on Detroit. Shout out Detroit. They beat my Rams. I'm a little upset. But shout out Detroit though. But I think Tampa Bay is going to beat them. I think Tampa Bay is going to play San Francisco, and San Francisco is going to beat Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield, shout out Baker Mayfield. I like Baker Mayfield. He got done wrong in Cleveland, I think. Cleveland don't have a winning tradition. They don't have a good front office. They don't have a good organization. So Baker couldn't win. That's why Cleveland can't win. That's why they got blew out in the playoffs. So anyway, let's move on. Say the Lakers ain't nothing. They tripping, man. They tripping. They was in 10th place. They got beat. They tripping, man. Oh no, they just lost yesterday. They beat Oklahoma, and then I watched them last night get blew out by a team they should have beat. I forgot who they was playing. It was that bad. The team wasn't even that good. I forget what team they was playing last night, but it was horrible. LeBron playing good though. D'Lo was suspect sometimes. So hey, let's move on to. I want to go to entertainment real quick. So I told you last week about Raising Kanan. You know, I'm not gonna say anything bad about Kanan this week. He didn't do anything bad. I mean, not nothing bad. His voice and all his mannerisms. I ain't gonna get on that. But if you watch Raising Kanan, great episode. Check it out. Really good. Also watch this movie called Napoleon. I watched this movie called Napoleon. Very good movie to me. It's about Napoleon Bonaparte. He was the French president or leader. Wasn't a king. I don't think was it a king? Was he a king? I don't know. But he was a leader. I watched the movie. I think he was a king. Anyway, great movie. My man, what's his name? The dude who played the Joker. His River Phoenix brother, Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix played Napoleon. Really like him as an actor. He's really weird, but he gets in the character. I gravitate towards his character. I really feel where he's going with it. So very good, very good. I learned some stuff. I learned some history stuff. It was during the early 1800s. You know, I learned some stuff during France and Britain. But anyway, check it out if you want to. Also, I watched The Marvels, the movie about the superheroes, the women. It was Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Captain Rambo. It was okay. It was okay. If you like Marvel movies, it was okay. I think that they really pushed that agenda, that woke agenda in your face, you know. Inclusion. And I'm not mad about inclusion, but when I watch a superhero movie, I want to just watch the superheroes. Like I want to hear the comics. And I get the stories that they're telling. The stories they're telling are real comics. If you don't really watch comics, you just watch Marvel movies, you don't understand how the comics go. So it is real comics. So it's not like they're just making up these stories, right? But it's the choice of the stories that they're choosing that I guess are it's in your face. It's overtly woke, overtly. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to watch some superhero stuff. And I don't think you have to be a ethnic, you don't have to be a gender to be a superhero because a superhero is not human. So you've already ascended past humanity if you have some superhuman super my speech impediment is coming back. Superhuman abilities. If you have that already, you're beyond human. So you don't have to put a gender or a preference or whatever it is, stigma on that because it's already something else. So stop doing that and let me watch Superman movies and Batman movies and Iron Man movies and Captain America movies about them fighting the evils, not colorism and gayism and special needs isms and all this other stuff, man. Like I get it. We will, but we know it's we all ones coming to watch the movies. you know, it's all those communities or the communities coming to watch the Marvel movies. And we do feel included. That's why we come to watch the movies. You don't have to overtly show us that you're trying to represent us in these movies. We get it. Like I love Black Panther. Black Panther was great. It wasn't overtly black. It was just about black people and the black, how we part of this universe. And I get it. That's why it was so good. It wasn't like super with it. Even white people was doing the Wakanda Forever. You feel me? Because it was about black, but it wasn't like making people feel like it's only black or something. It's like black was powerful because black is everything. You know what I mean? Black is everything and it's beautiful. So y'all stop hating. I be watching this dude on TikTok. I forget homeboy's name. I think his name is Houday. He be calling everybody Stain Booty. Little Stain Booty. Yeah, I like that dude. I be watching the TikToks all the time. Little Stain Booty. Little Stain Booty. Say throw some respect in the comments. You say go in your pocket. Throw some respect in your comments. Throw a little respect in the comments. That's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna bat you though. Anyway, moving on. Say I watched Marvels. Good movie. Yeah, Kevin Hart got a movie out too on Netflix. Kevin Hart's coming to the Des Moines area. Kevin Hart is on turn. I'm not Kevin Hart. Not Mike. Cat Williams, my bad. I'm all over the place. Cat Williams is coming to town. Check that out. Also, boom, before I move on, I'm finna get on a rant real quick. I'm ready for this one too. The movie The Color Purple. The new one with Oprah, the one that Taraji P. Henson was talking about that she wouldn't get paid for. I ain't finna talk about that. Shout out to Taraji. Big fan of Taraji P. Henson. Love you. Love you. Like, you're a great actress. Love you. But I'm not finna talk about you. I'm finna talk about the movie. I watched the original Color Purple. I watched that movie when I was in 6th grade when it first came out. Okay, I went to the movie theater as a child to watch this movie with a person that I'm gonna talk about later on, his mom. Anyway, loved it. Great inspirational movie. I really felt it. I learned some stuff. It was super dope, right? But that being said, one thing that I didn't understand, now, it was not an original Color Purple movie, it was some singing. And I'm okay with movies that have singing in it. Okay, I love good music. Sometimes it goes along, makes the movie even better. But that being said, I do not like musicals. I don't want the whole movie to be singing, singing, singing. Give me some acting, give me some lines, give me some script. You can sing, but don't do the whole thing singing. Come on, please. Come on now. I don't do that. I watched a movie called Sweeney Todd, and I like my man to play Sweeney Todd, the big actor was Johnny Depp. But it was too much singing for me. So that being said, when I watched the original Color Purple, was not a lot of singing. It was some singing in it, but it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a musical. I go to watch this new Color Purple. I play it because I'm like, oh, it's a lot of it's Haley Bailey in it. Holly Bailey, my bad. Holly Bailey is in it. Fantasia, Taraji, a lot of great actors. Oprah, not Oprah, Whoopi. I mean, like some good actors. Other people too. I'm missing some people. My bad. Other great actors also. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this. Yeah, I'm all on it, right? I play it. It's a, it's they singing, man. They singing. It says a musical. I did not know it was a musical. I don't. They singing through the whole thing. They singing the dialogue. They singing the scenes. They singing. It's too much singing. I ain't watching it. I ain't with it. I ain't watching it. That's not me. I'm not about it. I don't want to watch all this singing. Didn't watch it. Now I don't think I watched 5 minutes of it. And I wanted to watch it. I wanted to watch it. 5 minutes. That's what it was. Can't do it. So that being said, I'm gonna move on for that. Haley Bailey. I'm transitioning my butt off tonight. Haley Bailey, singer. She was in a movie. She was also the voice of Little Mermaid. Her and rapper DDG had a child. And I ain't gonna say on the low key, but they kept it private, right? They didn't put it out in the public and wasn't on TMZ, wasn't on none of the blogs and nothing like that. And shout out to her for doing that. Now, I told my daughter a story earlier. So I followed DDG, my bad, on Snapchat. You know, I follow his storylines, stories, and all that on Snapchat. But I don't click on that. I don't click on everybody's stuff. But anyway, one day I'm bored. I click on. He got a story up. For some reason, I clicked on it. Boom! I clicked on the story, and he's shopping. First, he's at the crib, right? And he got a baby, little baby, right? And he's his baby, you know. And I ain't tripping because I don't know him like that. I ain't his business. But then he goes shopping, right? He go to Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills or whatever. He going shopping. He buying a little baby. He got a little baby with him. It's just him though, and it's people, but no female. And he got the baby with him. And he's shopping. He buying some fresh gear for the baby and all that. And I'm thinking, and I'm watching his videos, right? And I'm thinking to myself, ain't he with Haley Bailey? Like, you know, ain't he with her? I don't remember hearing about her being pregnant. So I'm thinking maybe he got a baby with some other chick, but he's still dating Haley. But maybe, you know what I'm saying, got this other chick pregnant, and then he got with Haley. You know what I'm saying? He's just a good dude, so he's taking care of responsibility with this baby. Come to find out the whole time, no, that was the baby he had with Haley. Him and her had a baby together. And that was his baby. So, and I watched that video before people was really knowing that they announced that they had a baby together. I seen that. So, on the low. Anyway, I don't mean nothing. I'm just saying I'll be out there. Merle be moving. Merle on the move. I be moving. Merle on the move. I be moving. Merle on the move. I be moving. It's like a theme song, like a commercial for a little TV show. Y'all been in old school TV shows? They have like theme song. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, let's move on. What is something else I want to talk about? I said I was going to talk about something else. I don't know what it was. Let's move on to politics. Donald Trump. Let me click up here. Let me see what I want to talk about. Because I clicked on CNN and I also clicked on Fox. And Trump is said Trump goes all in attacking Haley. Nikki Haley. Because in New Hampshire, because she wasn't in on Iowa. See, she knew. She knew like we knew. She knew that she wasn't gonna win Iowa. Oh, how do I gotta get to it? Hold on. I'm skipping. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this little political segment right now. Now I'm gonna get back to the big Jew thing before I leave tonight, though. I promise you, I'm gonna get back to that. But anyway, she knew that Trump was gonna win Iowa. Everybody here knew Trump was gonna win Iowa. But she figured she had a chance in New Hampshire. She figured she had a chance. Okay. And you got everybody right now trying to jump on the Trump train, right? You got Tim Scott endorsing Trump, the black guy that I said I bashed Tim Scott. He was a black dude that's run for president. He was a senator, or is the senator from South Carolina, who Nikki Haley was the governor of South Carolina, if you didn't know. He bagging Trump. The black guy is bagging Trump. Tim Scott. You got Vivek Ramaswamy, the other dude that's running here. He got like 10% or 9% of the vote at the caucus. 9%. Talking about he might be his VP. Come on, man. Really, that's what y'all doing? I don't know. Trump is on the move, man. He is not playing. Biden ain't nothing. Kamala is not nothing. I don't know what's going on. They're talking about Gavin, the governor out of California, would be a better pick than Joe Biden. He ain't running, bro. My man Obama's out trying to get people to talk, but I ain't really seeing you. Ain't out there strong. I ain't seen you saying nothing. I know he was out there. They say I ain't see what he said. Say his wife is out there too. I ain't heard what she said, but I know his daughter got a movie right here on CNN. I can scroll down right here and say right now his daughter Sasha has got a movie at some film festival. Right here, Sasha says Malia Obama debuts short film The Heart at the Sundance Film Festival. I guess it's called The Heart. Malia Obama debuts short film. I ain't got nothing to do with politics. Shout out to her though. She ain't got nothing to do with that. She's trying to live her life. Live your life. The Bushes, their daughter, George Bush, her daughter worked for NBC. Shortly after he was done being president, she got the job. Or was he president when she got the job? I don't know. I don't remember. But she still worked there. She do that show with Hoda. I think her name is Hoda. She do that morning show. You know what I'm saying? Jenna Bush, I think is her name. And I like her. I think she's dope. I think she's good at that job. She's perfect for it. Because George Bush Jr., I don't think he was a junior, but anyway, George Bush II, he was quirky. He was like a quirky little guy. I hear a guy like I'd have a beer. I'd drink a beer with George Bush. He's like, He made me a Quagmire. Giggity, giggity. Giggity, giggity. Yeah, real talk though. So she seems like that. She got that personality. Like she's like, she's like that. That's what she reminds me of. But yeah, so I don't know how y'all feel. This is going crazy. You finna have this dude. Y'all finna have this country. It's scary. This country is gonna have a dude be president of the United States at a time like now, and you know who he is. Y'all know who this dude is, and y'all ready for that. If the news people ain't reporting favorably of him, he shuts them down. Or he calls for them to be shut down. And as the president, how can you call for a company to be shut down? You don't see Biden doing that. And no president ever did that. And because no other president ever did that, and some people that get mad at people feel like, if I was the president, I would do that. And because he's that guy, they're like, yeah, he's doing it. That's what I would do if I was president. No, because you have to have decorum. You have to act like you have some sense. You can't be a savage. You can't not be a ruler of men and be a savage. You cannot be a ruler of people and be savage. Watch the movie Napoleon. Throughout history, that does not work. People die. Thousands and thousands, sometimes millions of people. Look what's going on right now overseas. This is what y'all want? Y'all want y'all neighborhoods bombed by your neighbors because they don't agree with what you agree with? We can't have a civil discourse to where, okay, I don't agree with you, but you know what? We can move on. We can move on to something else. Just because we don't agree on this issue, you know what? Let's table this issue and move on to something else. That ain't how we doing. We tell, I don't like you. Go here. If you don't like America, get out. That's what we are. This is where we at. We want to make America great again in some people's eyes. That gets me to this point. I have a person that I accepted an invite for, a person that I have a history with, a person that I that had some direct contact in the upbringing and shaping of me as a person. I did not take any influence from this person. I am not nothing like this person, but I did learn some things from this person, especially when it comes to sports, my passion in sports, some of my determination, some of my structure, and my what is it called? Discipline. I did get from this person, and that's a great thing. But a person's views are not always passed down. Sometimes they're adopted because sometimes we adopt views for other people's point of view just because we like the person, not necessarily we agree on the view that they're spewing. We may not agree on the view that they're spewing, but we agree with the person because we like them. So that being said, I received a invitation or a friend invite from a person that I wanted to connect with. Okay, and this is a person this is a male. This is not a female. And this is a person that's not. I'm not going to say it's a family member, like a family member, but moving forward, I'll give in too much information because I'm not trying to out this person at all. Because I still respect this person from the relationship that I had in the past with this person. But moving forward with these views that I'm seeing, I would love to have dialogue with this person. If this person hears here's what I'm saying right now, and wants to comment on this interview, wants to come on the show, and because we can do an interview and talk and go to some good dialogue, I would love to talk. And because this person views is totally opposite of Merle's on the Moves, which is weird that a person that I have a relationship with this years ago would be on this, but it's not too far-fetched knowing who this person is. But anyway, I went on this person's page. You know how before you accept, or at least me, before I accept any invitation on any social media platform, I'm gonna look and see who you are. Because I don't really do social media. I don't care. I'm not one of them people that's addicted to it. It's news to me. It's like a newspaper. It's like a magazine. I don't really get into obsession and I comment and all that. I get my feelings. I don't do that unless it's personal. If you make a personal message to me, then yeah, I will take it personal because that's what I feel you're doing and whatever. But that being said, I go to this person's wall and I'm scrolling and I'm seeing some political stuff, right? And that's fine. And it's on the opposite of what I believe. And once again, I'm an independent. I'm not a registered Democrat. I'm not a registered Republican. I'm independent. I vote what I feel is right for humans, for the people of the world is what I do. in my interest also. I'm not going to say I'm not selfish in some kind of way. And when it comes to a personal vote on anything, I think it is selfish because it's yours. Anyway, that being said, I'm looking and I'm seeing some stuff, right? And I'm looking at it. I'm like, it's sketchy, but who cares, right? Okay, kind of interesting. You know, like I said, I don't like people that agree with me. So I'm looking. But then I see this one post. And I'm going to say what this post was because I hope this person listening because you'll know who I'm talking about. It was a post about Trayvon Martin and about the movie that's about to come out. But this post was uh, not a reaction, a difference, a spin on the original, saying that it was debunking it, saying that the Trayvon Martin story was not real, and this is the real story behind it. From a negative standpoint, from the George Zimmerman standpoint, to like saying that it that the kid was wrong or he was the one that's supposed to be like he's doing something wrong, like he wasn't murdered. The kid didn't do nothing wrong, and his post was debunking that, saying that he did. It was fake news. He's putting out a false narrative. He was sharing false information. This person was willingly and voluntarily sharing a false narrative. When you have you're responsible for your own social media. And if you want to share something, that's you. But if you share something that's false, you're going to own that. That's who you are. Now you can delete it or you can make a statement about it. Or you can keep it on your wall. But that's who you are. And if that's who you are, that's how I'm going to judge you. And I'm going to keep my distance because I would say something to you that you probably wouldn't like, and then we wouldn't like each other. And if that's what you want, I will give it to you. Because I ain't going to hold no punches. I will say what is need to be said, and it is what it is. You can take it how you want to take it. Also, maybe that's what people do on social media. That's what they want. They want that engagement. They want that negative connotation. They want that shock value. I'm not gonna feed into that. So, like I said, I ain't gonna see your post and comment. I ain't one of them people that I see your post, I don't like it. Oh, I'm gonna comment on it. Let me tell you about you. That's your social media. What I will do is not mess with you. And I might not delete you. I might, like I said right now, I'm not gonna delete this person. I'm gonna look at it. If I see some outrageous stuff, I will delete you. If I see some uncomfortable stuff or some stuff that I feel is some perversion or some way out theories or flat earthers, if you're a flat earther, I'm getting rid of you. I don't deal with flat earthers. I don't trust you. Because if you believe the earth is flat, you believe in anything. And I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. So if you're a flat earther and you on my social media, just make a post on it or tell me, on the comments, I'm a flat earther, and you can delete yourself. I have no problem with that. Now, I welcome everybody. If you want to talk about flat earth theory and convince me of that, I welcome that also. I just don't trust your opinion. You're still good, might be a good human. You just got a fraudulent opinion. Flat earth. Anyway, let's move on. I was talking about Trump one night. Anyway, so y'all know Trump. So Trump going to win New Hampshire. DeSantis is going to drop out. I know he's thinking about he going to go to South Carolina and do something. He might. It's close to Florida. He might get a lot of people that give him some support in South Carolina. He might make a run. They ain't rocking with you because you're a fake Trump. They don't want a fake Trump. See, DeSantis hoping, like I said, these charges. Oh, yeah, also this person is putting out some propaganda about the lady that's prosecuting Trump, too. That's another thing that threw me off. I'm like, dang, bro, you really out there with it. Anyway, Fannie Mae or Fannie Lou, I don't know what her name is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, DeSantis is hoping that he get locked up, but you a fake Trump. He like, Trump is like really out there, so just take me. You know, I'm not too out there. I believe in him, but I'm just different. Bro, they ain't rocking with you, bro. They ain't rocking with you. It's crazy. It's crazy America's gonna let this happen. The country that we all live in, and y'all with it. Y'all know who this man is, and y'all with it. And if y'all let him become president again, wow. What are you gonna gain? I seen the commercials. He like saying that when Biden was president, Stuff was when I was president, stuff was this, and now Biden's president, and you're losing money in your stocks, and he's like defamed, and it's not even true. How can he get away with it? It ain't even true stuff. Stuff he's saying is not even accurate. He inherited, yeah. When he now, this is why I think he can get away with it, because when he became president, yeah, that stuff was true. Stuff was down. Because Obama, when Obama left office, things were down. So he inherited a good economy. When he left office, it wasn't, and they're trying to blame COVID. When he left office, the economy was not good when Trump left office. So Biden handed a bad economy. But right now, gas is still down. It's cheaper now than I said it was last week when I did the show. So y'all not paying attention. Y'all not paying attention to the boy. Anything else I want to talk about? Music wise, I don't think it's nothing music wise I want to talk about. I was looking at Fox too. Tell me why Fox News, they headlines is always like really weird. Like it says World Health Organization warns countries of potential pandemic 20 times deadlier than COVID-19. Rasami among the names of left out of Trump's short list for VP picks comes into focus. Like they always crazy. Ravens John Harbaugh opens press conference with Bible after big playoff victory. Like who cares? He opened it with a Bible. Like why is that your headline? It says higher power. These are Fox's headlines. You know what I mean? Stepdad lunges at daughter, killing at sentencing and lands at least one punch. Watch for dim Republican Goldman shuts down heartbroken mom who lost daughter to fentanyl. Like, these are the headlines on Fox. Woman threatens to abandon sister's dog during Peck City nightmare. The internet reacts. These are actual headlines reading off right now. I'm reading those off Fox. These are the top headlines. Real talk. CNN's. Look CNN's headlines. Okay. I told y'all about the Trump goes on Haley, right? Okay. Weather at the NFL game caused hypothermia and frostbite and could spark change in the game, I guess. Right. Okay, what else? How Israel forces have destroyed the cemeteries in Gaza. How's that a headline? I mean, that's sad, but how's that a headline? Here's why it may be harder to find a job online. I think that's an ad. I just read an ad. My bad. The 9-year-old Chinese photographer capturing candid portraits of the stars. Video shows DC convenience store leveled after fiery explosion. Here's another one. Dog reacts to priest blessing. The bear co-stars kisses at the Emmys. The week of photos. There's another one about Jennifer Lawrence wardrobe malfunction. Hunger Games girl. Yeah, this is what we dealing with. Shout out to 21 Savage, man. Everybody talking about his album. His album was dope. Shout out 21, 21, 21, 21. I talked about that last week, so I can talk about this week. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna get out of here. Well, no, it was something else. Oh no, I was talking about Big Juke. So Yo Gotti. I said 40. He was at 42 Does concert, and he spoke. I don't know some of the blog people in here. I was on YouTube. I was talking about. He's saying that he want to. Memphis is at war. Now he want to go at war, but Memphis. He didn't say this, but bloggers on YouTube are saying that Memphis is at war. You know, his brother's going to have a funeral. Gotti, I'm sure, is going to go to the funeral. He's going to be under heavy security. He was at 42 Does concert and he spoke, and I'm sure when he was there, he had heavy security. My condolences to Yo Gotti. I'm not one of these people going to speak on this too much because I don't know much about it. I will speak on it because it is news, and I am interested, and I have been watching. So I'm not just speaking on it blindly. But I watched a lot of stuff going on down there, and I didn't piece it together. The thing with Glorilla, uh, and it's not a conspiracy. The tweet she said, I think it's kind of wild that she made a tweet back in 2017 calling this man out, calling Gotti out his name, the whole Gotti thing, and then signing the CMG. I don't know. That's suspect to me. She had a relationship with Dolph and Gotti. Suspect to me. Not my business. Don't know much about it. I'm just saying from the outside looking in, that part is suspect. And I'm sure it's some ins and outs to that. I guarantee you some ins and outs to that. But suspect. And if you follow the storyline from the truck getting shot up in Carolina when him and Gotti did a show together, was on stage together, the car was rented in Black Youngster's name, to him getting to Young Dolph getting shot in California at a hotel or outside the hotel that they both were staying in, Gotti's crew and Dolph's crew, and Dolph ended up shot, and the persons of interest, to the people of interest in that case was Gotti's people, facts, and I believe they got off because Dolph's people did not talk, facts, to now he got murked, and the people that did it, the car was found in Black Youngsters, supposedly grandmothers. I'm not sure, clear, but I'm thinking I'm hearing on the internet it was behind Black Youngsters' grandma's house or something like that. But the car was the car from the guy from Big Juke's was cool with, Govan or whatever his name is. It was his car that they did the job in when they shot Dolph. That was the car they was in. And he locked up, and that's definitely, that dude was Govan, whatever, was partners with Big Juke. And they said in the streets that it was a bag on his head, 100 bands. He paid them youngsters 40, the Govan dude. Hypothetically, supposedly, not sure, it's what they saying on the internet. But the internet don't mean nothing, it's just the internet. So I'm just saying what the internet's saying. I guess I'm part of that. I'm trying not to be, but it's interesting. It's interesting. It's crazy because it's somebody's life, real life. It's not a TV show. But when it's on the internet, it's almost like it's a TV show. It's almost like you're streaming people's lives. But it's real. It's 24 hours news, man. And when I was coming up, it wasn't no such thing. Now these youngsters, that's what they got. And they trying to make they have no fear. Watch A&E. Put it on A&E and watch First 48 or some of these other shows. It's like 24 hours on those channels, man. It's like they do this. They getting 25 to life like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. 25 to life. Hurt people. And speaking of that, I'm tired of Charlamagne. Y'all need to get him off the Breakfast Club. I'm saying it again. I was listening to him and Envy have a show when it's just him and them, and this man was smacking. This man has no radio etiquette. He was smacking. He was chewing food. You can hear him. And he's so disrespectful to Envy. Wow. I know they're partners. But, bro, sometimes I don't know if you re-listen to some of y'all shows, but you really need to listen to some of y'all episodes. Bro is super disrespectful to you, bro. Like, super, like, beyond professional, man. You know what I mean? I know that's your homie. And without y'all together, it ain't going to be no show. And I listen to y'all. But I listen to Envy now more. And I was a big Charlamagne fan in the beginning. When Angela was there, but I started seeing how you was treating Angela too. But before you and Angela was getting into it, Charlamagne, I hated when you wasn't there. When you wasn't there on the Breakfast Club, when it was just Envy and Angela, it was boring, and everybody knew that you was the spark. But then you started being like, I don't know, because you started doing all these other shows and book deals and all that other stuff. So you wasn't tapped into the show, and it was showing. And Angela would call you out on it, being late and all these other things, and you would clap back at her being smart, and you and her started butting heads, and the show wasn't so good. So when Envy wasn't there, it would just be you and Angela Yee, the show wasn't that good, bro, because y'all wasn't, you can tell it was tension. You know what I'm saying? It's like you had to go extra hard to try to act like you was getting along with this lady on the show. And you can tell she wasn't getting along with you either. But then you could tell when you wasn't there and it was just Envy and her, they got along great. Anyway, so when she left, now it's really like, you really didn't like, bro, I don't really like your personality on the show, bro. You know what I mean? I still respect you. I respect your hustle. I'm not trying to throw hate. I like good media. I really like good media. I watch a lot of YouTube. I listen to podcasts. I like good media. And the Breakfast Club is a staple, and you slacking. chewing and burping and yawning and all that stuff on the radio is not good etiquette. And you ought to know better if you don't know better. And somebody need to call you out, and you need to stop doing that. Charlemagne the God on the Breakfast Club, correct your radio etiquette. Hashtag Charlemagne, correct your radio etiquette. Stop yawning and chewing on her air. Mute your mic when you do it. Anyway, I'm out of here. That's my last little tidbit I want to say at the end of this show. I appreciate all my subscribers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this show. Check out Merle on the Move on all podcast stations, Spotify, Google. I got some new shows I'll be uploading on there. Some past shows I haven't uploaded on my podcast, so check that out too. But I appreciate y'all. This is Merle on the Move. Once again, I'm signing off. Be a good human. Put humans first. Peace.